map right now, and the game has just started, but these are little details to appreciate, and I do like them. So AFKNinja is sure to get on out of there. He realizes he was kind of caught between some crossfire potential with all the machine gun teams around and that sort of thing. You can see AFKNinja is getting Browning automatic rifles. He's already got his motor pool up and supply yard, and the very first Greyhound is also up. Now here's where the rest of his army items went. He's got 16% hit points, 20% fire rate, and 10% damage. That's definitely pretty cool if you think you're going to be spending a lot of time with your Greyhounds early on. You can see he's just got this squad capture point and the health regen for his engineers. But a whole bunch of Greyhound army upgrades. That's pretty cool. Distinguished Grenadiers now, being all distinguished and gentlemanlike. Moving out and capping some unfriendly positions here. Meanwhile, this Greyhound is just kind of sneaking around, and boy, is it dangerous for this Greyhound out here. Greyhounds get destroyed by mines. And by the way, this is actually historically accurate. Greyhound drivers were known during World War II to put steel plating on the bottom of their vehicle just because they were so weak against anti-personnel mines. Anti-personnel mines would often just rip out the bottom of the vehicle. So it is historically accurate that these light vehicles get destroyed by anti-personnel mines. Anyhow, we do have a quick pack gun out for JohnyCrypton. You'll see he did get his Krieg barracks. Nice little defensive ability there. And we do even have a central bunker here. Presumably this is going to become a medic bunker. So you can see taking a single shot there, Greyhound armored car, still moving around, putting some pressure on this building here, and oh god, getting really close to mines. Look out, sir. Oh, and the mines take out the entire squad of engineers. Oh, no! Whole squad of engineers taken out, and the pack finishes off the Greyhound. That is not good at all. So, unfortunately, a lot of times the early games come down to who can either get a Puma out or a Greyhound out first, and then who can kill that Puma or Greyhound first. And unfortunately, it looks like pack plus mine completely countered that Greyhound there. So anyhow, we do have the Pioneers stepping outward here and harvesting some minerals from this from the wreck of that Greyhound there. Meanwhile, the motorcycle is just chilling out here. Look at all these mines in this area here. We just got mines and crippling traps everywhere. It's pretty cool. Anyhow, these guys kind of not phased by being fired at are just going to sit here in green cover and harvest the rest of the munitions from that. That's kind of cool salvageability. And check it out, even getting the pin right away on these riflemen. Oh, but it looks like it was just fleeting. Every now and then they get a pin on these guys. Doing pretty good. Look at the coverage in that building, though. It's pretty awesome. Medic bunker is now up. Meanwhile, we have AFKNinja here with, oh, Bazooka Joe, how are you doing, sir? I haven't seen you recently. Look at that fine gentleman there. Anyhow, excuse me. So, riflemen now putting some pressure here on the bargain Volksgrenadiers. I can only assume those are. More riflemen up top here. Just really sturdy riflemen. I mean, riflemen with Browning automatic rifle upgrades, awesome against infantry. They're just great. And Wilson's rifleman is just awesome against everything. So, looking pretty good. And now we have a terror officer on the field right now. Oh, fantastic. I'm going to swap on back to JohnyCrypton because, again, he's got more abilities to use early on. So we have just straight up regular Grenadiers coming out there, and I don't know if he built those or if those came out of the medic bunker. I'm assuming he built them because it's kind of early. Oh, check out the terror officer. This guy's my favorite. So anyhow, it looks like Bazooka Joe trying to line up a shot on that motorcycle, kind of baiting him outward. Terror officers are great if you can manage to micro them because, oh, look at that! He gets the cap. They have an execute ability where they just kind of pull out their pistol and they can just shoot a single unit there. So check this out. He just caps one of those dudes. Thankfully, not Bazooka Joe, and just kind of sneaks away. So if you have the actions per minute, the APM to handle a terror officer, you can get a lot done because not only is he an awesome forward scout, but he's also kind of a mini sniper, and he can call down artillery and all sorts of other cool stuff like that. So cool ability. I like that. Anyhow, field pioneers, you can see planting mines everywhere, and oh, check these guys out down here. Double mines in front of this, and laying some barbed wire. So we'll have to check in on that and see what's going on here. Oh god, cap! Oh, look at that! Oh no! This little badass terror officer here, 2 kills here, both from Lugers. Check out the mines, man. Check out the defensive positioning here. I love seeing this kind of stuff. So, you'll notice that he's very intentionally keeping a heavy machine gun squad right here because it covers this ammo point, and that's basically all he needs it to do. He's not trying to go any further than this point. Again, he has a very definitive line drawn in the sand, and that's what he's calling his territory, and everything else he's just going to let go for now. I kind of like that. Oh god, the terror officer once again capping away. Now just kind of backing backing away from everybody else here. But we've got Sniper combined with Grenadiers, combined with Accomplished Motorcycle, combined with Terror Officer. A lot of ways to put pressure on blobs of infantry. But unfortunately, these blobs of infantry are powerful. These are really, really strong infantry blobs here, and he definitely needs to look out for that. Look at that, just shrugging off a bazooka round, no problem. Throwing a hand grenade. Oh no, Grenadier is taking a bunch of casualties there, really wounded. Sniper now backing them up. Looks like the Terror Officer just kind of firing away here. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Cap. Oh, another cap there, and now he retreats there. So a bunch of kills for the Terror Officer. That guy's pretty sweet. Anyhow, we'll see what else is going on out here. So engineers just hanging out on this side. We do have a triage center up now, which is always a good idea if you have a bunch of wounded rifleman squads, that sort of thing. And you can see, even though he does have this line drawn in the sand, whenever he sees the opportunity, JohnyCrypton, I always want to call him Johnny Terror, doesn't mind stabbing out just a little bit, capping an extra point whenever he can. Riflemen now moving on up, firing wildly with their little Browning automatic rifle. And, whoa! Fatherland HMG team being really aggressive here. You can see that speed in friendly territory. Just going to go ahead and set up right in front of them and open fire directly into their face. Very, very, very effective. I hear a little burning going on down below here too. A little burninating between the Distinguished Grenadiers. By the way, Distinguished Grenadiers have elite armor. Elite armor does take extra damage from fire. It takes reduced damage from everything else. And look at how this battlefield has transformed. Just look at this area all of a sudden. Very, very intentionally filtering units into this little death trap here. This is like a kill machine. Ouch! Taking out 3 of the riflemen from that squad and just basically resetting them. You can see how effective this is, though. And then check out down here in the south. Not only do we have all of this here, but if someone cuts through or just rocks around, we got double landmines in front of that as well. So I love the way that this battlefield looks all of a sudden. This is suddenly a tutorial and just kind of general map control and defensive abilities. Note he's not being like, I wouldn't even call this super spammy. I think these are all just very reasonable places to put defenses, and I don't usually see people defending this well, so I like that. Notice again, crippling traps everywhere. If you can put that ability down cheaply, do it, because it's everywhere. Mines all over the place, and you know, if you've already seen that your opponent has lots of infantry, go for it. So hopefully soon, oh, and check it out. Check out the Distinguished Grenadiers now, dropping down yet more barbed wire and finally sealing off this last gap, having no trouble just plugging that hole and now going back to their business. So this, once again, let's pause and take a complete look here. We have the HMG team, which is, okay, I totally lost track of that HMG team. Oh well, here he is, right up here, covering this entire flank. This is the only entrance into this area. Walled off to a point, but with mines and stuff everywhere. So this is all covered by this HMG team, and then this is all walled off and getting mined. So and now combined by a pack and the HMG in that building. Really, really strong control of this map. For anybody in the north position, do consider that. It's pretty crazy. We see AFKNinja putting his own mines just to kind of make this place a little bit harder for other enemy troops to come in, that sort of thing. Distinguished Grenadiers taking some casualties, having to back out, and meanwhile we just see Sniper and Terror Officer combination here. That's pretty cool. 2 of them just kind of creeping around the front lines. And oh, here we go. Survival Sniper by AFKNinja. Those guys can sprint, doing some damage here, and it looks like the rifleman maybe even just chucked a grenade onto that, just because I think maybe they were trying to take out a landmine or a crippling trap that was there. So anyhow, Terror Officer just poking around, and I often say this, that you just don't see, oh god, Bazooka Joe, be careful, sir. There's the Terror Officer right there. Oh no, oh no. Okay, good, it got the other guy. Anyhow, quick little kill there, and then the Terror Officer leaves right away, so that's pretty cool. So anyhow, I really like where this game is going. This is pretty entertaining. Both of these players, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, AFKNinja is a brute. I mean, he has a really, really brutal force of riflemen here, and I think the only thing that's slowing him down is the fact that JohnyCrypton is being so creative with his defenses here, and just his unit compositions and all that sort of stuff. Notice, by the way, no blobs at all. I mean, like 1 unit up here in the top, a couple of units spread out here in the middle, and you know, that sort of thing. But he doesn't have any sort of big blobs. He is truly playing as like a defensive player, even though he, you know, is obviously a Terror Commander. Anyhow, so recharging some of the units, heading back. And by the way, he went ahead and skipped all the way up to Tier 4, and he's getting right now a Panther, and he's also upgrading veterancy for his armor. Meanwhile, we still have motor pool tech here for AFKNinja, so he's going to end up having to deal with that. A little bit of survival sniping going on out here. I'm not sure. Was that a sniper? That may have been a sniper. No, I think that's an engineer. Oh well, hard to tell, hard to tell. Yeah, here's our sniper up here. 14 kills in that sniper, by the way. Just hanging out in no man's land, picking people off. That sort of thing. So, looks like the rest of this engineer is just back up here, capping away. And you can see now kind of the power in this strategy. This is nice, calm, conservative strategy. He's not going anywhere else. Like, this is just about the win condition he needs. He can, if he can hold on to this map control for the rest of the game, JohnyCrypton doesn't need anything else. So he's not trying to overextend or to, you know, you could risk pushing up your defenses all the way to the front. Like, you know, you could try and move them up here and try and move them up here, but then when you lose them, you're just going to lose the whole flank. So instead,